What's up, good people? Christian Allaire here from Christian Allaire Yoga. Welcome to my YouTube channel and welcome to today's video. Welcome to Huntington Beach and my living room. I am a power vinyasa instructor here in Southern California. We're getting ready to lead you through a 60-minute class. So please enjoy the experience, hydrate, take care of yourself. Maybe you want to seek out a block or a strap prior to starting the class in case you need to extend the arms a little bit, right? So with that, I'm going to meet you on the mat and we're going to start out in a child's pose. I'll see you on the mat. Be sure to let the knees feel soft and easy. Big toes touch, settle in even a little deeper. Just a couple of more deep breaths here in your child's pose. From child's pose, I'd like you to come straight to downward facing dog. Let's take the tailbone to the sky, lift the hips up, and begin to pedal the feet back and forth here, starting to get into the deeper hip flexor group, right? So maybe pedal it out a little more. Feel free to take a leg off the floor. You could even round to a plank pose. So a little bit of free action here, a little free motion in your yoga ocean. And as you're doing the freedom, right, we start to figure out the shape of your pose. And then from the shape of the pose, the body is shaping up into that pose. And then you start to dial into some more nuance. So coming back to that stiller facing dog, thumb, middle, and index finger, the first knuckle of the hands, plug them into the floor. Soften the knees so you're bending into the knee joint. At the same time, belly to spine, hips to the sky. Boy, that should feel really, really juicy. Set the knees down for child's pose, hips to heels. Soften into the child's pose. When the forehead touches the mat, then walk the hands to the right side. Hands off the mat onto the floor, feel the side body stretch. Walk the hands through the center and then over to the left side. Coming back through the center, now we're going to move to tabletop pose. So let's come up onto the hands and the knees. And then from here, spin your fingertips so they face your knees. And now we're going to rock back and forth, working into some mobility and flexion of the wrists. So we want to warm up our wrists before we pile more weight into them. So if you're familiar with how the joints work and how they react, when you move them, and you flex and in and out, then you start to stimulate the joints to bring into some synovial fluid into the body. Body creates the fluid, right? It's like a lubrication engine oil for the joints. Now from this position, we're going to come back to your fingers at the top of the mat, so standard tabletop pose, and we move to cat and cow tilt. So let's take a breath in, look up towards the sky. Round and dome the spine, pull the chin to the chest, press through the floor, tops of the shins root, and then change. Inhale, cow facing, breathe in. Cat pose, pull it in, round, hollow, chin, chest. Cow facing, inhale, belly softens, tail lifts, head lifts. Cat pose, round, hollow. One more cat pose, look up. And then from cat pose, go to downward facing dog. So you pull the hips back to the sky, hips to the sky, heels to the floor, and then again you pedal out. Move it around a little bit here. From the downward dog, walk your feet to the top of the mat for Ragdoll Pose. Feet are hip width, hands to Elbows or backs of the hands rest upon the floor. Drop the head down. Feel free to move side to side. Lace up the hands behind your back so your fingers are laced up, your palms are together. Pull the belly to spine, halfway lift. Inhale, crown forward, butt back. Exhale, fold. Hands away from the back, chin towards the throat. Rinse out the shoulders. Hands to the floor. Roll up to mountain pose. Slowly we take the arms above the head. From the feet to the sky, really extend, rebound, look up, breathe in, exhale, fold forward, hands through the heart center, bending the knees. Hands to shins at the bottom, halfway lengthen and lift, breath in, step it back, high plank, slowly lower down to the mat, and then when your chest touches the floor, bring your arms out to the side with your fingertips on the mat. So one of my favorite new cobra poses. So from here we take the chest up with the arms out to the side. Draw the shoulders into the back body, maybe lift the chin. Relax the chin back to the floor. Keep your hands out to each side. So it's almost like you're a pterodactyl. Let's come up for the second one. Remember, we're working on drawing the shoulders into the back body, keeping the legs firm, tops of the feet to the floor. Last one, chin to the floor, just let it go, let it go, let it go. And then rise. Draw it, maybe even a little higher this time. Let it go. Hands underneath the shoulders, top of a plank, plank pose. Downward facing dog, exhale. From the down dog, set the knees onto the floor. You're back in tabletop pose. And we'll start with the left side so you can visually see me a little closer. I want you to take your left foot back to the back of the floor, back of the room, wherever you might be. And then in one action, you bring the knee to the nose, so the left knee comes into the nose. From here, the left knee comes out to the side to the left tricep. And then we extend the left foot back. That was all we're gonna do here. So let's do the second one. Knee to the nose, left side. Left knee lifts up to the tri. Extend it back. Third one. Knee to the nose. Left leg lifts to the sky. Now extend it back. Pay close attention. You're gonna bring your left knee back to the nose and step forward for half splits. So now your left heel is forward, flexing the toes and getting into the hamstring a little bit. Chest goes to the left slightly, and you're folding over the left leg. Now from this position, if it feels okay, I don't want you to go too far, but if you got it, curl the right toes underneath and now lift the right leg off the floor. You're still flexing the left toes towards your face, and now your emphasis is more into the right calf muscle, getting a stretch there. Pretty fun, I think you guys would agree. Start to dip into the left leg. Now you're in runner's lunge. You might have to readjust where your left and right fingertips are. Step to the top of the mat, halfway lift and lengthen. Yogi bow. Mountain sweep up. Mountain pose, reach. Exhale, fold forward, empty out the lungs. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Plank pose, step it back. Low plank. Inhale, sweeps you to the upward dog or baby cobra. Downward dog, hips draw back and up. Knees to the floor, you're back in tabletop pose. Send the right leg back. So your hands are underneath the shoulders, right leg is back. Right knee comes into the nose, round and dome the spine. Right knee comes out to the right tricep. Kick it back. Level off the right hip. Second one, knee to the nose, right knee to the right tri, send it back, level off the right hip. Third round, knee to the nose, right side, lift the right knee, send it back, level off, knee to the nose, step through, half splits. To dial in a little more nuance, make sure the left knee is directly underneath the left hip. Turn the chest slightly to the right side and fold over your right leg. Pull back the outer edge of the right foot so the right baby toe is hugging back. Now again, I like to use my fingertips, and also if you're not quite ready to move, don't worry about it. You can always catch up. But if you want to go there, curl the left toes, lift the left leg. Then you plug into the left heel so you feel the back of the left calf muscle get that monster beautiful stretch. Now remember, you're going to have to adjust your hands. So we're going to move in 3, 2, bend into the right leg, runner's lunge, frame the right foot. Now step forward, left foot meets the right, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, bow. Root to rise. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Step or jump, chaturanga dandasana, low plank. Inhale sends you upward dog. Come to down dog. And let's take the right leg off the floor. We're going to go back to starting with the right side, because if we don't, I'll get all bollocksed up. You want to open up your right hip. You can make circles with your right knee. So you're moving into the hip flexor, right into the acetabulum, where the femur head plugs into the hip socket. Okay, swing your right foot to the top of the mat. Set the left knee down. Raise the arms up to the sky. And then from here, you're going to draw the hands behind the head, so you're interlacing. We might do this move a couple of times today, so start to prepare. Integrate the shoulders into the spine. Maybe lean back, pushing the back of the head into the hands here. Re-extend the arms, breathe in. Exhale the hands to the floor. Curl the left toes underneath. Shift the hips back. You're folding once again over the right leg, but we're not going to stay here long. Bend back into the right leg, runner's lunge to easy twist. Right arm lifts up to the sky. Exhale, right hand to the floor. Notice the pace is picking up slightly. Let's step to the top of the mat. Left foot meets the right. Lift and lengthen. Bow in. Root to rise. Mountain. Exhale, fold. Keep the belly into the spine. When the head drops to the chin, let's chin to the chest. Let's halfway lengthen, lengthen. Lift and lengthen. Chaturanga, float it back. Set it down nice and even, Steven. Inhale, upward facing dog. Come to downward facing dog, send the left leg up. Open up the hip. Circles with the left knee. Okay, let's swing the left foot to the top of the mat. Set the right knee down to the floor. First, bring the arms up to lengthen, then bring the hands behind the head, interlace. Back of the head presses into the fingers that are laced up, and you lean backwards a little bit. Draw the shoulder blades into the back body. Re-extend the arms. Let's come out of the back bend slightly. Hands to the floor. Curl the right toes under, straighten your left leg. Fold. Dip back into the left knee for runner's lunge. Inhale, left arm to the sky for easy twist. Left hand sets down to the floor. We bring the right foot to the top of the mat. Find a halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Chair pose. Sit down, deep squat, send the arms up. Start to draw your shoulders back so you're coming into a little bit of an arched spine. Keep lifting the front of the pelvis so the tailbone descends. Breathe in, fold forward. Hands to the floor, legs to straighten out. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Chaturanga, float it back. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Walk the hands to the feet, peace sign fingers to your big toes. Halfway lift, breathe in, fold. Elbows to each side, shoulders away from the eardrums. The lower belly is on the upper thighs. Release to downward facing dog. Fingers to the top of the mat. Spark the fingers nice and wide, please. Now we'll do something called bear pose. It's where you bend your knees really deeply. You hover your knees like 2 inches off the floor and you look towards the thumbs, right? Really deep squat into the hips. Straighten your legs, hips to the sky. Bear pose, bend the knees, hover, lift your head slightly, look between the thumbs, straighten the legs. Now on the third one, we're actually going to float forward. So come into bear pose, bend the knees really deeply, look between the thumbs, and in my count, in 3, we're going to float it up. 3, 2, 1, float. Land, lift, forward fold, mountain pose, sweep it up. Forward fold, empty. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, chaturanga, float. Inhale, upper dog. Exhale, downward dog. We're going to move right away. Come to the toe mounds. Bend the knees into the bear squat. Look between the thumbs, float it up. Lift and lengthen. Bow in. Chair pose. Breathe in. Let's flow. Hands to the floor, hips to the sky. Inhale, lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Come to down dog. Take the right leg off the floor, open the hip, fan the toes wide. Stay here in your 3-legged split or flip your dog. Right foot is coming across the mat. Send the hips up. Three-legged dog, right hand to the floor, send the right leg to the sky, knee to the nose, round and dome, step forward, runner's lunge. Begin to tent your fingertips, please. Your runner's lunge, tenting the fingertips. Now bring your fingers off the mat and reach your arms forward. So you're hovering your right chest, that would be the right rib cage, right off the right thigh. It's a very challenging pose. Stay here in terms of the feet and the chest, but interlace the hands behind your skull. Draw the shoulder blades into the back body. Slowly start to bend the left knee, so you're leaning back and just hovering the left knee off the floor. And then we're going to re-straighten the left leg. We go right back to that position. We're only going to do one of these, okay? So keep the hands where they are, laced up, and we're going to come back into that left knee dipping and just set the left knee down onto the floor. Keep your left toes tucked underneath. And then draw it into a back bend. You're going up and back. Now from this position, we're going to keep our hands, but we're going to bring our body to Warrior 3 with the hands interlaced behind the head. So come off the back foot, straighten your right leg in that airplane Warrior 3 style. Keep the fingers laced up. Now I think you guys all know what a Shiva Squat is. We're going to try to execute the Shiva Squat with the fingers laced up behind the head. So just draw your left knee to the back of the right calf. And then as slow as you can, we're going to straighten the right leg and step to Warrior 2. So we straighten out the right leg, left foot steps back, and we send the arms out over the floor. Readjust your feet to get that as precise alignment as you can, looking over your right fingernail. Start to lift your right heel off the mat. As you lift your right heel off the floor, you're dipping into the right knee. Keep the right heel lifted, reverse the warrior. Keep the right heel lifting, sinking forward into the knee. Now side angle lunge, and as you come into the side angle, let your right heel hit the floor again. Left arm over your ear. Stay here or send the right arm forward. You could even interlace the hands together, keep turning the chest. And release to runner's lunge, kick the left heel up off the mat, step forward, left foot meets the right, halfway lift and lengthen, breathe in. Exhale, fold, rise mountain. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Chaturanga, float it back. Inhale, upward dog. Downward dog, team. Nicely done. Left leg. We're going to do the left side. So left leg lifts, open up the hip. Stay or flip the dog. So you stay in your 3 split, or you flip the dog or take wild thing.
I heard you and your missus had gone your separate ways. I
Three-legged dog, gang. Take the left leg to the sky. Use your belly muscles, knee to the nose. Round and dome the upper spine. Runner's lunge. Stamp the floor with the left foot. Start to tent your fingertips. Belly to spine. Arms forward. Lace up the fingers behind the skull. Slow as you can, you start to dip the right knee down, you lean back. Now re-straighten the right leg and you lean forward. Remember, we only do one of those. So we're gonna lean back again, set the right knee down, keep your right toes tucked underneath, and then draw into a back bend. In 3, we're going to come to the warrior 3 with the fingers interlaced. Keep the hands, 3, 2, 1. Coming off the back foot, bring your body into the warrior 3 position. Now remember, we're working on a Shiva Squat with the hands laced up behind the head. So start to bring the right knee to the back of the left calf muscle. And then from here, we make our way into warrior 2. You slowly start to straighten out the left leg and you step your right foot to the back of the mat. Open up, arms over the floor. Adjust your feet, shoulders drop, belly lifts. Now the left heel lifts off the floor. As you do so, dip into the left knee. Keep your right leg really contracted. Keep the heel lifted, reverse the warrior. Energetically, you're going forward with your body bending into the left knee, but bending backwards. Side angle lunge. As you do so, plant the left heel. Right arm over your ear, stay here, or consider taking your left arm forward. Runner's lunge, frame the foot. Kick your right heel up. Step forward, right foot meets the left. Halfway lift, gang. Exhale, fold. Rise to mountain pose, breathe in. Exhale, forward fold, breathe out. Lift and lengthen halfway. Chaturanga, float it. Inhale, upward dog. Down dog, walk the hands to the back of the mat. Gorilla, palms underneath your feet. Step on the hands. Head low, toes to the wrist creases. Shoulders away from ears. Yogi Squat. Come on down into Yogi Squat. You can take the hands, press them in. There is another option here that I will offer for people that have difficult hips like myself or difficult knees you might want to avoid. But you release your your elbows from inside of the knees. And now we slowly, so actually the elbows are coming in, like in that prayer. And then you slowly drop your right knee down. Okay, and then we come back to the Yogi Squat. Whoa. And then we do the other side. Left knee drops down. If you're anything like me, it's really, really awkward. Try one more set. Right knee drops down. So if you have mobility issues, you're finding out about it or reinforcing that issue right now. Left knee drops down. Come back through the center. You're back in Yogi Squat. Hands to the floor, and then lift the hips back to the sky. Toe heel your feet together. Downward facing dog. Fingers to the top of the mat. Super work. Fingers are nice and wide, head is low. Okay, Team Red Dragon, let's come up onto the toes. Bend your knees. You're in that bear squat. Look between the thumbs. Float it up. Softly land, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold, chair pose. Sit, squeeze, and lift. Take a full breath in here. We're gonna come into low chair. So you're squatting down, so your hips are right above the heels, and we come back to chair. Keep the knees tightly tucked into each other. Second low chair, squat down. Come back up to standard chair. One more chair squat, bring it down. Chair pose standard. Hands to the heart center. Chair twist, right side. Left elbow anchors, palms to the thumbs, palms together, thumbs to the heart, turn to the right. To the center chair pose. One breath in. Stay in the fire, folks. Hands to the heart. Go left. Fold forward. Empty the lungs. Crow pose. Knees into the backs of the thighs. Lift the hips. Knees to the backs of the thighs, lift the hips. Grip the floor with the fingertips, lift the chin. Get ready to flow in 3, 2, chaturanga, send it back. Inhale, upward dog. Downward facing dog. Beautiful work. Moving into twisted dog. Send the left hand across the floor. Grab the outsides of the ankle, turn over. Change sides. Left hand down, right hand reaches across. Twisted dog. Downward facing dog. Pause. Knees to the floor. Child's pose. Rest. Tabletop pose. Let's bring the hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Again, we'll start with the left side here. Send the left foot back. Send the right arm forward. Pull through the pit of the belly. Keep the left hand stacked directly underneath the left shoulder. Bend the left heel towards your left butt cheek. With the right hand, take the foot, bend the back. You take your chin and you lift it either up to the sky or turn it and look over your right shoulder. Okay, you're gonna release the left foot to the back of the mat, send the right arm forward, keep the left leg up, set the right hand down. One action, left knee to the nose, step through, half splits, half Hanuman. Stay here or lift your right leg off the floor, flexing the left toes towards the face. Step to the top of the mat, back foot to the front foot, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Chair pose, sit, squeeze, and lift. Take one breath in, low chair squat, come down. Back to chair pose proper. 2 more, team. Low chair, squat, keep the knees tugging in tight. Come back to chair pose. 1 more set, butt to the heels. Back to chair, fold in. Lift and lengthen halfway up. Crow pose, hands to the floor, knees to the thighs. Lift the heels to the sky. Hold here for 5. 4, 3, 2, float it back. Upward dog, breathe in. Down dog, empty. Breathe in, breathe out. One more set of round of breath in. Let it go. Knees to the floor. You're back in tabletop pose. We go right. Send it back. Right foot. Left arm extends. Right heel to the tailbone. Left hand to the back foot. Drive the heel up and behind. Eye gaze either looks up and forward, or you look over the left shoulder. Okay, you're going to release and extend in 2 directions. Right heel back, left arm forward. Keep the right leg lifted, left hand to the mat. One action, right knee to the nose, send it forward, half splits. Curl the left toes, straighten your right leg, fold. Step forward, right to left, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Mountain pose, rise. Hands to the heart center, breathe out. Dancer's pose, right arm to the sky. Drop the left hand out, capture the foot. First position, bring the left knee in towards the right so you're standing up straight and tall, firmly straight and tall, and then start to kick your left foot up and back. Take your second position, dancer's pose. Release, left foot to the floor, and we're going to change and do the other side. Left arm to the sky, right elbow dips. Grab your right foot, the inside, the big toe side of your right foot. Make sure you lock the knees in towards one another. You are kicking hard into the top of the right hand. Top of the right foot into the right hand. Send your left arm up, and then start to go forward. Release, right foot to the floor, arms to the sky, big breath in, hands to the heart center. Standing leg raise, right knee lifts. Interlace 2 inches below the right knee if you can. Bring the knee into the chest. Peace sign fingers to the right big toe, left hand to your left hip. Kick your right foot forward. You can do this. Now stay in this position, or you can bring your right leg to the side. Left arm reaches maybe, and then you turn your head slightly to the left. Okay, let's bring it back to the center. Left foot, left hand on the hip, right foot forward, and then release the right foot to the mat. From this position of true north alignment, take your left knee up. Interlace 2 inches below your left knee. I like to say this is wind removing pose, but simply while standing on your foot. From here, right hand to the right hip. Left peace sign fingers to your left big toe, and you go. Press it forward. Stay rooted into your standing leg. Then you take it out to the side. Now, if you're a person that's doing simultaneous kicking out and out to the side, try to break it up. Chunk it out into steps. Foot forward, then out to the side. Bring it back to the center. Hand to the hip. Heel forward. Foot to the mat. Beautiful work. Send the arms up to the sky. One more time, hands to the heart center. Tree pose, we're going to take the left foot up to the inner right thigh. You're pushing the sole of your left foot firmly into the upper part of your thigh. Hands to the heart. And then lengthen up to the sky. Just bring awareness to what you're doing in terms of the arms. Are they in a V formation out to the side? Are they lifting straight up? Notice the differences that become evident as you play around with different positionings of the body. Hands to the heart. Left foot to the floor. Without thinking, we go right to the other side. Right foot to the inner thigh. Contract your left leg a ton. Left kneecap into the left quadricep. Hands to prayer. And lift the arms. Hands to the heart. Right foot to the floor. Sweep the arms to the sky. This time it's eagle pose, left arm underneath the right. Wrap it up, squat into the chair, and then sweep the left leg across midline and over the right leg. Working on bringing both knees in line and in harmony with the central axis of the spine, and your elbows and your knees in one line. Organized to center. Stand up, release. Eagle pose. Sweep it other side. Sit in. Take it over. Gorgeous work. Stand up, arms to the sky, fat breath in. Bow forward, breathe out, fingers to the mat. Halfway, lift and lengthen. Chaturanga, floating. Inhale, upper dog. Exhale, lifts you up to downward facing dog. Breathe out. Right leg to the sky. Open the hips, stay here, or flip the dog. We're going to start to flow again. So right foot comes across. Send your heart up and forward. Three-legged dog, straight to knee to nose. So right knee comes into the nose. Step forward, frame your right foot, low lunge. Send the arms out in front of you. Extend through two parts of your body. Left heel, the arms, extend, hands behind the head, lace it up. Lean back and dip the left knee down. Re-straighten the left leg, lean forward. Left knee to the floor, keep your hands interlaced. Take it into the back bend. Keep the hands behind the head, warrior three. Fly off the back foot, balance on your right leg. Shiva Squat, left knee comes either to the back of the right calf or even dip it down towards the floor. Slow as you can, we start to straighten out the right leg and step back, warrior two, left foot to the back. Arrange the feet, send the arms out over the floor. Inhale, straighten your right leg, triangle pose, right hand to the floor or to the shin, left arm to the sky. Trikonasana. Spin your inner thighs up and away from one another. Really stay plugged into your feet here. Turn your head, look towards the left thumb. Root down through your right toes. We're going to come up. Pivot the right toes to face each other. Toes in, heels out, hands behind the back. Arch the spine backwards. Bow in, yogis. Hands away from the head. Palms to grip. Hands to the floor. Pivot the right toes for runner's lunge. Your left heel should be up off the mat. Take an easy twist. And then very slowly we want to bring the left hip down, right arm up. So if you see what I'm doing, I'm going for easy twist, pivoting the right toes, coming to the outer edge of the left foot. You reach your right hand towards the back foot. Come back to center, frame the right foot, runner's lunge. Step forward, left foot to the top of the mat. Find a halfway lift and lengthen. Bow in, yogis. Rise up, mountain. Inhale. Forward fold through your vinyasa, where we'll meet back in downward facing dog. As you move to dog face downward, left leg, sky. Open the hips, stay, or flip it over. Left foot is coming across the mat, and you're opening your heart center. Three-legged dog. Left leg to the sky, right away, knee to nose. Round and dome. Step it through. Frame your left foot. Begin to tent the fingertips. Core to spine. Arms forward. Send them forward. Lace up the hands behind the skull. We dip the right knee down, cover the knee, then re-straighten the right leg, lean forward. One more time, dip the right knee down, set it down, keep the right toes tucked underneath. Back bend, up and back. Warrior 3, come off the back foot, balancing on the left leg. Try to keep the fingers interlaced behind the skull. One time, Shiva Squat. Right knee to the outside of the left, or tuck it into the back of the left calf. Slowly begin to straighten out the left leg. Step back to Warrior 2. Right foot steps back, arms up and around. Settle into your Warrior 2. Straighten the left leg, and then take it out and down. Triangle pose. Tremendous. Root to the floor with the left big toe. Come up to the sky. Rise. Pivot the toes. Hands to the hip points. Arch your spine backwards. Fold forward. Fingers to the heels, or step on the hands behind your heels. So you cup and grab the backs of the heels. Drop in. Okay, please release your hands. You're gonna find runner's lunge. Pivot the left toes, face forward. From here, we move to easy twist, left arm to the sky. And then from here, we take that nice hip opener. So you come onto the outer edge of your right foot. The left arm reaches towards the back foot. And you open up. Runner's lunge, you're going to take your hand to the floor, curl the right toes underneath, down dog, left foot's coming back, exhale, inhale to the toes, bend the knees, hop forward, and then sit down onto your butt and come onto your back. Feet to the sky, lace up the fingers behind the head. Flex the toes towards the face. 10 times we work the belly muscles, so let's bring the chest up. Let's begin now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Drop the head back to the floor. Now with your right peace sign fingers, grab onto your right big toe. You have your right toe, left foot goes forward. So bring your left hand to your left thigh. Now from here, you lift your chin into the knee by exercising the core. So yeah, there's a lot going on here, but core in, knee to the nose to the knee. Your left heel should be on the mat and you're feeling the stretch in many different places here. But the primary here is exercising the core. Okay, let your right leg go out to the side as you bring the head back to the floor. Open it up. Okay, let's bring the right leg back to the sky. Bring the left foot to meet the right. Interlace both hands behind your skull. Both feet are in the air. Core work 10 times. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring the head back down. Other side, left fingertips to the big toe. Right foot, send it forward. Place the right heel on the mat. Engage the core. Lift the nose to the knee and the knee to the nose. Elbow should not be poking to the side, but coming in towards center line. Okay, relax the head back down. Bring the left leg out to the side. Beautiful. Coming back to the center. Bring both knees into your chest. Hug it in. Hug it in. Hug it in. Soles of the feet to the floor. Bridge pose. Lift the hips up towards the sky. Stay here in bridge pose or move into full wheel. Bridge pose or full wheel. Release, coming out. Make sure you tuck your chin into the chest. And now here, let your knees touch and your feet be wide, and then let the knees go side to side. Hands to the backs of the thighs. Let's rock and roll back and forth several times. And when you're ready, we're going to meet in downward facing dog. Rock forward, standing forward fold. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale to upper dog. Exhale, down face dog. Begin by bringing your right leg up. Moving to half pigeon pose. Right shin comes forward. You can either stay on the hands or bring your body down and forward. Stay here, or if you have a mermaid or merman, depending on what the case may be, you can go into your mermaid pose, or you can do the modified type mermaid. Maybe if you can just get a little quad stretch into the left side, that would be tremendous. Okay, let's release if you're a mermaid. And now we're going to come into a seated legged single forward fold. So swing over onto your right hip, left leg comes out in front of you. Sole the right foot into the inner right thigh. Bring the arms up. Fold in. Okay, we're going to release. Draw your left foot in, so now you're in butterfly pose. Soles of the feet are touching. Take your thumbs, peel the inner arches away, and then as you breathe in, lift up through the heart. Keep the chin lifted and fold forward. Pressing the knees away from one another so you get into the groin stretch, as well as a back stretch. Emphasis is on flat spine versus rounding spine. From butterfly pose, peace sign fingers to your big toes. Grab a hold of your big toes, come into straddle boat pose. So get the spine to lift, core to spine, lean back, balance on the tailbone, bring the feet up and out. Keep belly to spine, keep chin and chest lifting. Pull the fingers and the feet towards your shoulders. Open it up. Back to the center. Now from here, grab the backs of the thighs, We're going to come to standing forward fold. So you pull the heels in towards the body, fold forward. Hands to the floor. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Plant the palms, chaturanga, float it back. Set it down, nice and slow. Easy does it. Upward dog. And downward facing dog, sending the left leg up. Left foot forward, half pigeon. Again, if you want to stay up onto the hands or bring your body onto the floor for sleepy pigeon, totally your call. Mermaid coming up, if you want to execute on Mermaid, coming up on the hands, drawing the right heel in towards the hip to exercise and flex into that quadriceps. Okay, releasing on a Mermaid, let's swing the right foot out in front of you. Come onto your left hip. Sole the left foot into the inner right thigh. Extend the arms up to the sky. And turn and fold over your right leg. Release. Now extend your left foot out, both feet out in front. We're gonna take one more seated forward fold before we come onto our back. So let's extend the arms up, big breath in, and yogi bow, fold in. Fold in. And release. Make your way onto your back, hugging the knees into the chest. Squeeze the knees into the chest. Maybe even wrap your arms in front of the shins. Feel free to rock side to side. And then from this position, let your knees fall to the right side for a last set of twists here as we wind down our class. Coming to the center. Once again, squeeze the knees into center line, hug it in. And then roll your knees to the left side of the room. Spinal twist. Coming back to the center. Hug the knees into the chest. Squeeze them in. Final rest. Shavasana. Stretch your feet forward. Let the heels touch and the toes drift apart. Palms to the sky. Relax. Lay here on your mat and absorb the practice as you experienced it. If your to-do list has suddenly crept into your mind, go ahead and reschedule that to-do. Check in 5. Begin to roll the chin from shoulder to shoulder. You want to move the neck side to side, head side to side to exercise the neck. Then wiggle the toes and the fingers. Stretch the arms above the head, but make sure you hook the thumbs together. So pull against the thumbs so you have some leverage. Really lengthen the spine and then pull the belly to the spine. Hug it in. And now knees to the chest. Squeeze it in. Rolling to the side body. And then making your way up to a comfortable seated position. Drawing the hands to the center of the chest. Closing the eyes down for just a second. So much gratitude for you out there coming to my living room, coming to this YouTube channel to flow with me, to transform with me, and to propagate this practice. And for that, I am super grateful. Thank you so very much. As you say namaste, oh, please open up your eyes. If you found value in this video, which I hope you do, please give it some subscribe love, hit that like button, and let me know. Comments are really welcome. I'm active on Instagram at the Instagram handle yoga_photos or at Christian Allaire. I have 2 Instagram accounts. And stay tuned for some things coming up. Maybe a 40 Days to Personal Revolution program is coming down the pike. And definitely Costa Rica retreat is happening next June 2021 in Dominical, Costa Rica. So my buddy Sean Silvera and I will be leading that. Stay tuned for details on that. Thank you so much. I'll see you on the next video. Take care.